chance to work for.
Absolutely.
So big shout outs to them. You can find them on Twitch. Obviously, you're watching us right now at Events to Compete. Twitter at Events to Compete. Pretty much on Facebook, Events to Compete. Anything that is Events to Compete, that's them.
Go ahead and hit that follow and like button too. Go ahead and help them out.
And if you like them, and maybe hit that subscribe button too.
Yeah.
Toss them a couple of bucks. So we have Hypercrasher against Panic Global Zone MVD, who we saw spike someone to their doom earlier. So let's see if we can get a repeat there. This happens to be another Luigi also, so he's got the matchup knowledge. But let's see how differently Hypercrasher plays from Chase 388 that we saw earlier.
Yes, sir. The movement right now is always impeccable for MVD, but it looks like he is actually in the damage deficit.
I got you.
Excuse me, deficit.
Oh, good banana usage there from MVD, but he good mash out there from Hypercrasher to save him.
Oh, okay, so that was a good option there. He just went right towards the ledge. I think he knew that he was going to try to throw the banana peel at him, but he was able to get right out of it.
Yeah, and that's one thing that people don't realize is that if you are having a lot of trouble with Diddy's banana,
yes, sir.
Just hang out by the ledge, because if you get hit by the banana, you will fall onto the ledge.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that it's a great idea to hang out on the ledge against Diddy Kong, because he has a lot of good options there.
Oh, yeah.
If you're in that moment having some trouble, you're like, oh man, I don't know what he's going to do with this banana, you don't have to worry about getting shield grabbed or anything like that if he throws the banana, because you'll just fall right to the ledge. So something to know in the matchup against Diddy Kong is that being on the ledge is not a terrible place to be.
Yeah. Just in case you ever find yourself facing MVD in practice somewhere.
Right. And that's not to say that there's not other good Diddy Kongs out there. I mean, obviously Zero's Diddy. We have Marshall from Wisconsin. He has a great Diddy Kong. Like, you got to know what these options are against this matchup because Diddy Kong, I still believe he's a top 10 character in the game, even post nerfs.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. He's like top 5.
No, I don't think. I put him at like number 9, number 8, number 9.
I mean, what is it? Being easily gimped? Could that be it?
No, not even that. I just think
with bigger characters.
I think post his damage dealing is a problem if he can't utilize his banana to that effect.
True.
So I mean he's definitely solid, but he just doesn't really have the tools that he used to that made him the number 1 in the game. So I mean I'm not saying that he can't be that good, but I just think he's a little bit more unexplored now that the gimps are gone, or excuse me, that the hoo-ha's gone, and he's gotten gimped a little bit.
Absolutely, man. Hypercrasher. I really like his options, just throwing MVD and then just jumping right into him, trying to bait out some sort of reaction. I think he's trying to get the Shoryuken on him, but I could be wrong. He could just be trying to bait it out to get a forward air as well too. I mean, Luigi, in most cases unchallengeable in the air, even as slow as he is.
He's got such good frame data. He's got the sex kick. He's got the karate chop, stuff like that. So, I mean, he's got a lot of options in the air. The unfortunate thing, though, is that because MVD is so good with his movement that if you throw out an aerial that misses even a little bit, he will space you so perfectly and then use his movement options to catch you that you are just going to be in a whole lot of trouble.
The shadowing is real, man. He just knows where to put you, basically. It's like just put on Professor X's helmet and it was like, hey, man, I need you to be right here so I can hit you. You know what I'm saying?
He's just Cerebro?
Yeah, just
like, I found you. I got you.
Yeah, you right here.
You are locked down.
Right. Some sort of weird barrel technology he got going on. Man. But that's why he's sponsored, you know.
And a lot of people have been down on MVD recently. They cite his bad performance at Big House. They cite, some dropping out of locals like a little bit early. But I mean, you can't sleep on MVD. The man is, in my opinion, the best Diddy Kong main in the country.
I believe so too, man. I definitely agree with you. And, he plays 33rd, but, we're all human,
Bad days happen. I mean, look at, you got guys in Melee that drop down, left and expecting to be number 1 all the time. Finished 9th at, I think, DreamHack, right? So it's one of those things that, you got your off days, but you can't sleep on the talent. No. And MVD has been putting in a ton of work lately to get better and better. And this is really going to be a showcase of what he can do here with all these top players. So I'm excited to see how this goes. But first he has to get past Hypercrasher. But compared to the game 1, this game 2 heavily in MVD's favor starting out.
Yes, I mean, he's starting off strong, man. Hopefully he finishes strong. Oh, tries to just rocket barrel right into him. And I ain't mad at him. Right now, I mean, Luigi is definitely in a kill percent. Oh, good banana play right there.
And again,
yes, I think he was going for it right there.
Yeah,
he was going for
good knowledge there from Hypercrasher, knowing that, again, you are relatively safe if you are close enough to the edge from that banana. It's going to put you in a disadvantageous situation.
Got time going on right now.
It's going to put you in a disadvantageous situation, but...
Oh,
did we just see a taunt there?
There's some styling going on right now.
I think they're just having some fun. Hypercrasher knows he's a little outclassed, but he's putting in the best work he can. He sees MVD taunt. He's like, you know what? I'm a taunt too.
It's all love.
What's going to happen?
Yeah,
what's the worst that happen? I lose? I'm probably going to lose anyway. And unfortunately for the scoring thing, yes, MVD did win game 1. He is up 1-0 right now, guys. So
yes, sir.
Don't worry about the score. We'll keep you posted.
Oh, okay. He's just running right in with that up smash. He
was spacing.
Yeah, man. He's everywhere where Luigi doesn't want him to be, man. Oh.
Like that's one thing that I think is kind of lost in Smash 4 is spacing.
Oh yeah.
People are so concerned about finding combos and all that kind of stuff. They don't realize how necessary this amazing spacing is. And we saw MVD just earlier dodge the pizza pie forward smash that Luigi has and catch him with a back air mere milliseconds after the forward smash came back in, and that's just knowledge of perfect spacing.
Absolutely, man. I agree with you 110%. A lot of times I feel like people, sometimes in the Smash 4 community, they get a little caught up in like those YouTube videos or like those videos shared on Twitter where it's like just Pac-Man Z dropping his projectiles. Then
doing the DJ Khaled keys.
Yeah, just 0 to 100, something crazy from Zero to Samus. But like you said, man, we got to get back to the fundamentals.
And that's one thing to kind of play off what you were saying, is that people in Smash 4, because we have so many people playing this game and there are so many good talents out there that have been playing, from 64 days, they know what these fundamentals are, and then they show off these crazy combos and these awesome moves and stuff like that. So like the meta is almost advancing too fast for itself for the lower to middle end players. And because of that, it's really causing a big gap between the best players and the not as good players, because they don't have those fundamentals cooked into themselves.